Hello friend, welcome back to my channel. Today I will create my container imaging with Docker. Before I go to the terminal, I will show in the bot how it's work. So I have my computer with my Docker running. First thing, you need to download the image we're going to use for create our imaging. So you need to go to the Docker Hub with the command pool and download the Nginx image. After that, you go to use the Dockerfile, and the Dockerfile go to create and use the command building to create our first image. And after that, you go to run our first container with our new image and check if all the commands you put in the Docker file is working fine. You go to use the Nginx image with the Alpine Linux. Let's go to the terminal. All the commands and links will be available in the description of this video. So the first thing is you need to clone the project. So go to clone the project. After that, you need to go to the folder. You'll be YouTube and the number 11. Let's open the VS Code. Okay, in the VS Code, you have Dockerfile with the information. Let's go. First things, let's download the image. Docker pool and in the next image we want to download. Let's go to download. Okay, you have the image now. Docker images. Let's just check. You have the image. Now let's see what you have in this Docker file. Docker file, the first command you need to use will be the image you go to use for the base image for our new image. After that, you need to update the packages inside this image, and we'll go to install the htop. You go to copy this file for our container in this folder. You go to create this environment inside the container. You can change the expose port with the expose, but we'll go to use the port 80. That is the default for Nginx. And you can change the comment that you'll be in the container with this cmd command, and you put any commands you want to, but I will keep the ones coming default because that is from the Nginx image. So to create our image, you need to type docker build and put it -t and put the tag. I use 1.0, and I will need to say what is my Docker file. My Docker file will be in the same folder. So when I run, they create the Docker image. So let's check if you have the new Docker image. We have our new Docker image here. Docker image, that's the name, and the tag is 1.0. Let's go back and run Docker run to run our first time in our new image. So Docker run -d because I don't want that's attached in my terminal for now, and I put it port 888. That's from my will be my computer, and the port 80 that's from the container. I put the name Docker image, and I want to create a volume that will be show all the files you have in this folder here. You'll be inside the container, so you can change our files there, and they go to change it inside the container when you're running. And I need to put the image you go to use. You'll be 1.0 and enter. So I created the container. Let's check if the container is running. The container is running fine. Let's go back to the browser, and I go to open localhost and the port 888. So we have our new HTML, you have the new index you just create in our image. So let's go back to the VS Code. Let's change these colors. I put the blue in the text, and let's change the background. I'm not a developer, so don't judge my template. So let's go back to the browser and refresh, and they change. And you can do whatever you want in this index. That will be changed there. And let's go inside of the container and check. Let's go to check the container. They have all the information you put in the Dockerfile. So let's go Docker. Let's go inside the container. So Docker exec -it, the name for the imaging, and sh will be the terminal you go to use. So let me try env, and we have the production equals true. If you go back in here, production, if it's true, that's come from our Dockerfile. And let's see if the the htop is working. So you have a htop in the imaging. Ctrl C, exit, and it's work fine. So let's stop this file, this part. So docker stop, and my container image. So if you go to Docker PS, you can see the container is now running. But if you put it -a, you can see is exit, but it's there. Let's go back to the containers running. Docker start my Docker imaging, the name. Now try again, Docker PS. And let's check in the browser. They continue work. Let's go back to the VS Code. Let's delete this container, Docker. And my Docker image, that's the name. And let's force to delete. And let's delete our image in Docker RMI and my Docker imaging and the version. So if you go Docker imaging, you don't have the image anymore. That's the way how you can create your personal imaging in Docker. If you enjoy this video, please like and subscribe this channel, and I will see you in the next one.